Gents, what is going on? What is going on? Sorry, I am so late with the live stream this evening. I apologize to you all. Um, but if you're going to blame anybody for how late this live stream started, I need y'all to blame P for it, okay? P tries to call, but calls me, and that's not a big deal, right? People can hit me up if they need me, especially my family there. But Wednesday is one of them days where if you got something to say to me, keep that shit brief, okay? If you're gonna say something to me, just keep it brief, because you know I'll keep talking. I'll get distracted. It's easier to get distracted just talking than it is to continue working. And what I needed to do was work on this live stream, which I already had in mind, but it actually wound up being a little bit more work than I thought. So as you can see this clip on the screen, if you have been watching my videos, you have probably seen this clip that I'm about to show you from one of the previous videos that we've done on this channel about this behavior being normal, right? Which I believe was the very last video. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want us to just recall this, just to recall this video as a reference point for what we're talking about today. Not the exact same thing we talked about last time, but kind of the same subject, all right? As you get in here, do me a favor, make sure you guys hit that like button so that others can know that we're live right now. Again, I'm going later than normal. I want to thank everybody for being here, but I'm gonna play this video and put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it when I go ahead and play it.
How old are you?
I'm 20, about to be 21, August 18th.
You single?
Of course.
Why, of course?
Because I'm crazy.
How so?
Oh, I be niggas and, yeah.
You like to hit dudes?
Yep.
How would you feel if a dude hit you back?
We gonna be in that fighting.
You ain't gonna press charges or nothing?
No.
How long you been single for?
Damn. For a little minute now. And also, I just don't put up with niggas for real. Like,
I'm sure they don't put up with you too. You hitting on them. When's the last time you put your hands on a dude?
Oh, yesterday.
Why?
Because his mouth is smart.
Cheated?
No, I'm not a cheater.
Right, we ain't got to hear all that, okay? So, again, what up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Shaun C. Again, if you're new here, make sure you hit that like button as you come in here. We've been having a conversation together over these, past weeks. I've been connecting dots, connecting videos, connecting stories, and today will be no different. I intend to connect several other clips tonight that is really tonight's live stream. Again, I wanted to basically have a continuation of the conversation we had in the last video because I want an opportunity to be able to talk in real time to you, my gents, right, about this. One of the things that we continue to see in dating relationships today is this combative nature that modern women have. P and I, as much as I gave him crap for, delaying my live stream, from him and I talking, we actually had a pretty good conversation. The reason why I started off with that young lady, the one who liked to put her hands on people, is because that was one of the video clips that stood out to him. Now, there was other clips, other things, but we could talk about that on other subjects. I picked that particular clip because that woman is young. And she's already out here talking about I'm putting my hands on dudes. That little skinny thing, like ain't no bigger than my pinky finger. And she up here talking about putting hands on dudes, okay? So tonight, I have a lineup for you. You're gonna want to stick around to the end because some of the I would say crazier videos, but there's questions at the end, okay? So you want to stick around for that. I'm not going to try to keep y'all overly late tonight because I've already started late, but I do want to have a conversation with y'all and figure out what y'all thinking about it. So again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time here with me, right? So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's here tonight. Again, Sorry for being so late, but couldn't do this without you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Help us get to 60,000 subscribers on the road toward 100,000. I appreciate each and every one of my gents that are here. Thank you to my members who continue to support the channel. I want to thank you all too. All right. So let's get into the next clip here. Now I wanted to start off.
What is your?
And I'm kind of, y'all know me. I like to take these clips and I like to build narratives. All right. So one of the things that I thought about is these clips all follow a progression. I want to start off with this clip right here. And why this is important is because it sets the tone. It sets the tone for the mindset that these women have towards you and towards you and me, right? So let's check it out. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear this, please.
What is your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
Nothing. Why do you say that?
I mean,
Wait, you don't like us?
no, I do, but
Okay.
some people came across and maybe not. So, you know.
Are you Jamaican?
No.
I thought I heard like a little
I'm from
accident.
Charleston. South
Thanks,
Carolina.
Edward.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so do you date black men?
Yeah, that's all I date. I
Okay.
date no other race.
But there's nothing that you really like about black men. All right, well.
Now, the other clip isn't as important, but let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. Shout out to you, Deez. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Edward, thank you so much. He says, sup, people. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. As you come in, please make sure you wipe your foot off on the mat by hitting that like button and come in and get comfortable, okay? I don't have any drinks tonight because I worked out today and I already kind of have a slight headache right now. So I believe it's a sympathy headache probably for somebody that I care about, all right? Somebody I love. All right, so here's the thing. What I find interesting about this conversation, gents, is when he asked them, like, what do you find, basically asked them about black men, what do you find, let me make sure I get the question right. What is your favorite thing about black men, okay? That was the question. What is your favorite thing about black men? And she said nothing. Well, it's the only men that she dates, okay? Yet, there's nothing interesting about it. So, this is something that we all have to keep in mind because you actually have women out there who claim to, date like particular men, like a particular type of man, and they actually don't like you secretly. They actually hate you. They won't say it, but they do. I watched the video today, and it was on Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to that channel right there. It was a video about these women who were on this panel, and they were talking about dating from the perspective of what's happened post the M2 movement and stuff like that. And everything that they talked about, it basically took accountability away from women. It just was like, well, all of this happened, men were a part of it. And then if men weren't so terrible, then it wouldn't have had to happen. And there was an overcorrection, but that's not our fault. And right. And this seems to be a common theme. And this is going to be a common theme that you see through tonight's video. Okay. What you say? He said, wiping that mat right now. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate you. Donald, always a pleasure, brother. Thank you so much. He said, respect to you, Shaun C. and all the gents. The man ain't going to tell me nothing. Make me do nothing is a prevalent represent. Yep. Yes, it is. And that's actually something that we're going to see because I want to make something clear, right? I showed y'all the combativeness in my last video, I showed how it got physical. Now, I can't necessarily show that level of what I showed y'all in the last video because I was actually able to edit that. But if you stick around, again, I'm not going to keep y'all late tonight, but we do need to get through all this stuff. And I do want to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. But if you stick around long enough, I do have something toward the end. And I strongly have something to say about that video. I believe I'll be able to show it and it should be fine. But it is a representation of what we saw in the last video. As y'all know, I like to build on videos or I like to elaborate on videos. Tonight, we're doing more of elaboration of the defiance video, right? So let's get to the next video because I want to keep this conversation moving along. One other thing I want to make sure that I put out there while we're still talking about it. The defiance and the combativeness, again, I think I just said it, but it's not just the verbal, it's the physical, it's the mentality, it's the behavior. All of these things are combative in nature. And this is exactly what I intend to tackle tonight's live stream, okay? And I want to have that discussion with you all. Edward, man, oh my God, man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Edward says, for all the Leos in the building, happy birthday to us. That's right, man. It is Leo season, ain't it? I have a few Leos that I got August Leos that I got to holler at. My aunt's birthday, good buddy of mine I grew up with. You know, we've been friends for 30 plus years. So shout out to the Leos. I didn't, without thinking about it, you don't realize how many Leos you got in your life, right? So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Leo season. Let me get that. Let me make sure that I get, you're the first sponsor of tonight's video. Edward, I appreciate you, man. Let's get you on there. For the $20 holla, man. I appreciate that, man, so much. You guys support the channel. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that. Let's get that going. There we go. Edward is the first sponsor of tonight's video. Additionally, man, let me just say that God, I'm doing some rookie shit tonight. I'm like I'm not even hitting the buttons right. What is going on? Thank you so much, right? Like, also, you know, y'all can support by being sponsors of video through super chats. Thank you for the Cash App donations. Thank you all for continuing to watch and support. And definitely my members. I owe y'all a video. I actually was going to make my members only video today. I had some extra footage that P and I talked about. And so I was actually going to clip part of our little side conversation, and I was actually going to use it as a part of the members only. The only thing is now I think it's part of a video that I wanted to do. But I think what I'm going to do is take that video, the idea of that video, and I'm going to actually make it a members only video here on this channel, just because you guys contribute so much to this channel. You guys have been kicking it out for this channel. You guys have been loyal to this channel. So I'm going to take some side conversation that P and I had about a subject that we were going to make a video about. I'm actually donate that to y'all. So be looking out for that. My members, you will see that video coming up here real soon. All right. And again, thank you for all the people for the super chats and cash apps. Okay. Again, a lot of us smaller content creators wouldn't be able to make it without you guys. Right. So let's get to this next clip. Look at that, looking like a rookie. I don't know what's going on.
If your man told you, get rid of the wigs and weaves, or we're done, what would you say?
We're done.
Why?
Immediately.
So
why do you think I would want somebody to control me? Thank you.
Your man is somebody that you chose, right? You chose this guy. So for him to have a preference on how you look, you should respect that.
So if he found me with a wig, why is he telling me not to wear the wig anymore?
Okay, so that's the valid point. If he found you with a wig, but so you're always wearing wigs?
Here and there.
But why though?
She lying every day.
Every day. So do you not like your own hair then?
No, I hate it.
Why?
She's bald as fuck. Bald as fuck.
Oh,
So
My hair's like this.
can you just not grow hair or what?
No.
Man,
It just don't be growing.
how long has it been that way for?
Like 3 years.
And you know why? Because you keep wearing wigs.
Did he? I think so.
Low
No
key.
edges, nothing. Yeah, I don't have nothing. Like it's dead ass nothing.
It does not matter. I'm
So
telling
you
you.
wanna find a man?
Yes. How old are you?
18.
oh, Jesus Christ. So that woman, 18 years old, and her hair is dead, y'all. Dead. Jesus Christ. Right? That conversation, I left it going, but because I didn't hear the rest of it myself. But holy cow, that conversation took a different turn than I expected. So at first it was just about she don't want her man to tell her to stop wearing it. And then you find out the reason. And why her girl put all her business out in the street like that. Jesus Christ. My God, man. She 18. I am 18. I look like a freaking child. Shout out to you, Maze. Oh, Preston, just caught the live stream, brother homie. Hey, Preston, thank you for being here. Thank you all to everyone who went over to Partners in Crime podcast and watched that video. If y'all missed the last episode of Partners in Crime, we had a fun conversation over there, okay? Go over there, support the second channel. But, all right, if you find the last community post I did, you'll be able to go watch that video. Do that later. Subscribe to that channel. Help us grow that channel too, okay? Let me go up to the top there and catch y'all. And again, shout out to you, Maze. Thank you for being here. What's going on? Nothing much, man. Thank you for being here. Make sure y'all wipe your feet off. Hit that like button on the way through the door so more people know that we're here. I think she's right. What do you think she's right about there? 17. Shout out to you for being here. Thank you so much. Oh, short. That was too much. Yeah. Yo, Shaun CTSG, big brother homie, and the Uncut City player. Peeps. Edward says, they kill me with that control foolishness, but if a white man says, wear your hair naturally, they don't ask no questions. They just comply. It to me, again, I heard that too, and that's kind of where the conversation was for me in the beginning. But now I'm like, you 18 and your hair don't even grow? Like, what your mama been doing? Like, I told y'all that my great-grandmother owned her own beauty business out of her house that she had down in New Orleans. It was a big house, right? And she did that for 30 years. And, so even as a little kid, I didn't know when I was a small kid, I didn't know what I was smelling. But as I became a little boy, I remember smelling those hot combs and the grease and all the sisters getting their hair done coming over to my great-grandma's house. The point is, those women them women had their hair until they passed away. The color might have gone away because my great-grandmother was a redhead, right? And she had to start dyeing her hair red to keep it that way. But the point is, women used to take care of their own hair. And so when you start telling women about taking care of their hair, they want to go to the salon. They want somebody to pay somebody professionally to do it. When one of the staples of the Black community was the sisters and the aunts and everybody did each other hair, or they knew they would go to other people's house like my great-grandmother, but it was a community thing, right? And we weren't trying to charge people these outrageous prices. But that's gone. Those days are done. And now you're seeing young girls like the one you see right here. She ain't got no hair because they be putting those wigs in these babies' hair when they kids, when they little kids. Go find the type of chick that has natural hair. Don't try to change wig or weave warriors. Oh, yep. Read that one. Just read that one. Shout out to you, Forever Blessed. He says, salute. Blessed to you, brethren, at TSG. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. He said, I caught this live stream early. Actually, I started late. That's what happened. I started late, man. Who are you? I just came here for the first time. Oh, well, I did the intro, so you missed that, Maze. So, but you know, I could do another intro again real quick. So shout out to you. My name is Shaun C, TSG Uncut. All right. Been here for 6 years now. So it's good to see new faces up in here. We do these live streams every Wednesday. If you're new to the channel, I want to thank you all for being here. Again, we have these conversations. Consider this like the barbershop or the gentleman's club, right? That's what we should call it, the gentleman's club. Ah, that's nice. I should have been doing that. Just so y'all know, when it gets a little cooler in this city, I plan to start wearing suits and ties, right? It's too hot for this shit. Y'all know I live in the desert, so I am not wearing a suit right now. But I got all my suits, and I've been buying suits for a while now. So I got me enough suits where I can mix and match. So it's gonna be beautiful, okay? And I'm not trying to like necessarily replace Kevin Samuels. It's just something that I think that I should be doing. And I'm gonna write those suits off on my taxes. All right. Man, go watch the channels, man. Go watch the videos. You'll find out what I do. All right. Edward says the reason a lot of them are edgeless and losing hair is because they aren't allowing the vitamin D from the sun to touch their scalp. Ooh, that's a good point. You can't lead someone that don't want to be led. Yep. 17. All y'all partners in crime episodes are fire and hilarious. Thank you, 17. 17 been going over to our other podcast, Partners of Crime with me and P. And like 17 said in one of the comments, man, we just having these conversations. There's just two partners having a conversation. And we just be having fun. Actually, tomorrow we might be filming some more episodes. So again, get over there, support that channel. And it's been great. I'm telling y'all. The champ, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Donald says, how cute do they have to believe that they are to be, sorry, let me rephrase that. How cute do they have to believe they are to be silly, stupid about things? I don't know, man. They eat dog food from a white man's bowl, but reject Applebee's and Cheesecake Factory. You know what? They be capping. All right. Me and my woman went to Cheesecake Factory like within the last week. And I'm going to tell you, they up in Cheesecake Factory, okay? Any woman who tells you she can't go to Cheesecake Factory, any woman tells you she can't go to Applebee's, anyone who tells you she can't go to Olive Garden, that's cap, okay? You need to, like, if she can't do it, you don't need to talk to her, right? Unless you live high and mighty like that. But I'm saying if you just a regular person, that's good enough. Them women was in Cheesecake Factory, that's good enough. They'll do it for Chad and Hector. Yeah, they will. Shout out to you, Lord Zed. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. All right. Get the ones with the locks, braids, or furrows. Yeah. The chemicals in the fake hair is poisonous to their scalp and body. Yeah, I read about that. Facts. All right. Oh, man. Let me catch the people who haven't. Let me catch one more of these, and then I'm going to have to skim through. My main thing is the main problem with most relationships is people trying to change people. Find the kind that you want. Whenever you're in a relationship, there's some level of give and take in terms of changing, right? Especially if it's changed to make the relationship work. However, when you start asking a person to change who they are, like, and the thing about them isn't anything wrong, it's just something that you want to change, then that's when you start having to have that conversation. If it's not materially detrimental to the relationship, it means that you accepted that person with their flaws when you got with them. When you decide to make a relationship, you accepted that person for their flaws, right? And it's not to say that people shouldn't change, grow, and evolve as the relationship continues. But sometimes we try to change things in people that was always there, and we try to gloss over it. You know, if it's not going to make you a significantly better person, then this is kind of one of those things you have to kind of evaluate. Is it worth leaving that person over or not? JLM, shout out to you. He said, my grandmother had a salon in her house in Mississippi. That was her only job. Yep, exactly. So you already know, man, how big that was for women to come over and actually, get their hair done in another Black woman's house. Because the other thing that used to get passed down from generation to generation was how to take care of their own hair. So many women now are opting for the wigs and the weaves and the lace fronts, and it's killing their scalp, it's killing their hair, right? So I hear you, Preston. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget to tell him about Partners in Crime podcast also. Yeah. I'm gonna keep pushing that. I'm gonna keep pushing. All right. We definitely done with the women who don't need no man. Yep. Crease Man, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. He said, when women don't take care of their hair, I think it's just the ultimate form of laziness. Yep, I hear you. Lions, not lying. Yeah. Kelvin, man, shout out to you. He said, good evening, Shaun C. Jen, sorry I'm late. You're not late? I started late. It's all good. We're doing good. All right, shout out to you. Marcus, shout out to you. He said, hello, sir. Hello, good sir. Thank you so much, Marcus. I appreciate you for being here, man. So let's see. I'll make sure. I got to catch this one. I'm bringing the New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood Company. Hell yeah. Hey, man, all the food in New Orleans good, though. You know what I mean? Edward says there will always be changes in relationship. If they're not willing to compromise on some things, that means you have outgrown and move on. Ooh, that's a deep one. That is deep. 17 says, my mama used to go to the ladies' houses in New Orleans to get her hair and my sister's hair. Exactly. Everybody knows that. And then Preston saying some stuff I can't say out loud, but something about, Preston, I can't say that out loud. All right. All right, let's get to the next clip. Now, this is a pretty quick one, but this is crazy.
I just had a conversation with...
This is crazy work right here. Hold up. Check this out. This is why men don't open up to women. I'm going to show you right now.
And I just had a conversation with somebody this morning, and I hope I'm not going to say no names. I hope he doesn't feel offended. But he was like, we went on a date, and afterwards, I just told him I wasn't interested anymore. And he was like, what happened? And I said, you said something about us. We were both off the next day. And he was like, oh, dang, we could have cuddled and watched movies. So I said something about cuddling. And his response was, oh, girl, we grown. Like, he was taking it like I was being immature because I wasn't cool with the comment. So I just stopped talking to him altogether. And he didn't understand what happened. So he was like, dang, I didn't even know it was like that bad for you. He was like, my bad. I didn't mean to be disrespectful and, go beyond your boundaries.
Now, this was an interesting clip for me. All right. And why this was interesting, that it's crazy that men now have to walk on eggshells talking with women. He said about, we could have cuddled or something like that, right? Which maybe traditionally you might not hear a man say, but men say it. It's a word. It's tripping to me that a dude will say one thing and it's just like, oh, complete turnoff. I can't talk to you, right? And there's a second part that I'm a little disturbed by, but I understand. The dude obviously was a respectful dude because he's like, yo, I didn't want to cross your boundaries. But when I heard that, I'm not saying anything was wrong. Is wrong with saying that if that's who you are. It just reminds me of that conversation I heard on Manosphere Highlights Daily with those women on that panel. And then they're talking about the post M2 movement and how we've changed. And it's crazy when now we're saying things like, oh, we want to make sure that you don't take this the wrong way, or I cross some boundary, or you think something the wrong way that I'm not saying. Like, we have literally been defanged by society. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be respectful in all these things. It's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that the reason why some men have just backed away from this dating thing is because the walking on eggshells, the not wanting to say anything wrong, the not wanting to offend these women. And so we can't even have a simple conversation because I might say the wrong thing and then you take it wrong. And some men go through that enough where they're like, you know what? I don't know what to say. Because if I start trying to change everything that I say, then I'm not being true and authentic to who I am. And I believe that's what's happening. A lot of guys are like, man, if I keep changing up like this, and I'm not talking about doing anything bad. Okay. Women always want to take it like, well, y'all wouldn't be such creeps and trying to do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying you got good men who have to walk on eggshells because the frequency of which he speaks, the aura in which he puts off, even saying the word cuddle is too much. It's a bridge too far. And so at this point, you're like, well, I don't even know what to say no more. Right. So, yes, yes. Jay Scott just said it. We overcorrected. So this is perfect. You hit the nail on the head because in some cases, we've overcorrected so much. There's a chance that some men have overcorrected so much that you say that we're saying things walking on eggshells, and in some cases, it's actually turning women off more. Does that make sense? What I'm saying is, like saying, hey, well, I don't want to cross your boundaries and blah, blah, blah. That's a respectful thing to say. But to some women, and I got to be careful with my words because I know how Shaun wants to say it, but I'm also on this live stream. So it's bitch behavior. I don't know if I'll get flagged for that later, but it is. And I want to be careful with my words because I don't think there's anything wrong with being respectful. Because if a woman can't respect you for being respectful, then maybe she's just not your type of woman. And that's okay too. I guess I'm just using that as an example to say that if the overcorrection is stopping us from being men, even gents say, then that's a problem. And that's kind of one of the things that I discovered about myself at this point in my life about dating. I just realized that I didn't want the toxicity anymore. And I realized that I don't have the tolerance to deal with certain women, certain people. And so I don't want to have to try to I want to be myself. And when I say be myself, I mean like I don't playing the games used to be fun when I was younger, but when you're a grown ass man, you don't want to play the games. Why can't we just have this reciprocal conversation between two adults? And if it don't work, it don't work. That's what I tell y'all. Don't stop talking to people because you're worried about stuff. And I'm not even saying you have to talk to people to try to, you know, go on a date or sleep with them or none of that. I'm saying we cannot be afraid of being ourselves and we can't be afraid of talking to people because right now we're in a society now where the almighty phone and social media is running everything. A lot of us are old enough to know that we came up in a time where you were forced to talk to people. Came up in a time where you had to schedule things at a particular time in order to make it because there was no reminders and there was no quick way to get to places sometimes. Okay. So we had to plan ahead. We're losing those things. And I think in essence, we're losing ourselves in the process. Does that make sense? So I'm sorry I went so long on that one, but this overcorrected thing, hell, that's a good damn title idea. Oh, overcorrected. Yes, I like that. That overcorrecting would be great to be on the thumbnail, and then y'all know what's in the video. Examples of overcorrecting. That's a great video idea. So, Jay Scott, shout out to you for that one. I appreciate it. All right. But catch a few of these comments. We got to get to the next video. Edward says exactly. 17 says, well, I'm at the point that I don't walk on no eggshells, so I'm quick to pull a Teddy Pendergrass and let him go. I think I better let him go. The more you walk on eggshells, the worse they get. I got to be me. And that's kind of what I've been saying. I've been saying we have to not be scared, because if you walk on eggshells, it's kind of like, let's just use the bear in the woods analogy, okay? The man that was in the woods with that bear. Now, if he would have showed fear, maybe the bear would have attacked him right away, right? Because those animals can sense fear. Now, I could be completely wrong on this. I'm just using this as an analogy, so please don't come after me. But one of the things they tell you when you're around a bear, especially, I think that was a black bear. If it had been a brown bear, it'd have been cooked, right? But a black bear, you make yourself bigger, scare them off, make some noise. But had they showed fear or weakness, that bear might have attacked. Same thing goes for those mountain cats, right? Like, they'll just attack anyway. But you also can't be showing fear, because then you, it's almost like you give off prey pheromones. We're still a part of this animal kingdom. And I believe that when you walk on eggshells, you give off BAE, okay? Y'all, you don't want to give off no BAE, all right? I'm going to put it in the chat because I don't want to say it out loud. Hold on. Y'all probably might guess before I say it. You don't want to give off no bay. You got to be careful. All right. So another thing that is problematic in the dating game is we jump through hoops to get with them, and they want us to break the bank on them. Yes, every time. And we're going to get there. I don't think I have a lot of those type of clips in here, because tonight's live stream is more about, combative confrontations or combative ideas. But you're absolutely correct on that. Okay. They hate it too. Yes, absolutely they do. Women beauty got commercialized to become a racket, superficial, artificial ladies infected. Yep. Imagine single mothers with 10 baby kids having expectations, looking for good men to become janitors and clean up the mess they made. At 17's fact, cutoff game is top notch. Exactly. I won't disrespect anybody, but I won't tap dance for nobody, because nobody tap dances for me, and I don't require them to do so. Exactly. Right. Just be an adult. And that's the thing. When you get older, you don't want to play those games no more. That's exactly what tap dancing and tiptoeing is. Let it rip, bro. Hey, shout out to you, man. Your favorite MSW. Yes, right. All right, Tolliver, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. These bipolar dodo birds don't know what they want. Put a pin in that. We're coming back to that. That's a small section of the combativeness, okay? Person says, you walking alive and it's still not enough. Nope. 17 says, because me walking on eggshells never worked, and it's frustrating, and eventually the real me would come out and I stopped giving a fuck. Yep. I'm gonna be me and she could be her. If it's that bad, then get it how you live. Exactly. Too much hassle and drama for some, ran through granny with credit card. Amin, shout out, he said, peace, bro. And gents, remember girls used to have those burns from the straightened hot combs? Yes. Hell, man, I used to take my great grandmother's hot combs, and remember when Kid and Play was big, and I would straighten comb my hair up. I did it. I did it. Oh man. Yep. Stop tap dancing. Donald says, so proud of us today. Black women will learn the hard way, maintain your peace and pay. So, yep. All right. Let's get back to this video thing. Let's just put the video up actually. Now, oh, somebody just said it about, I say we're going to get a mean. Nope, that wasn't it. Damn. Tolliver said it. Shout out to you. He said, they don't know what they want. And I told you we was about to get to it. Here's my video of it. This is crazy.
Maya 26, and because I don't like men that are obligated for women to work or do whatever. And I was raised by my dad, so I don't like that mindset.
First of all, this is my third time watching this video, and I still don't know what the hell she said. But if y'all can interpret it down in the comments, y'all let me know, okay? Oh, sorry.
So what type of mindset are you looking for, though?
My personal
Somebody just to
mindset that
do
I
for you?
want. And that's another thing. I don't like that too. It's a personal like that. I don't like argumentative mindsets either.
Okay,
But,
okay. How would that be an argumentative mindset? I mean,
I don't know.
I just did a lot of work on life and
okay, I
the
understand.
body and humans and everything else. And I just see, I did a lot of abusive relationships with narcissists, and I just don't like.
Are you comparing me to that, though?
One question.
What?
Who were you raised by? Like what type of home?
A good home.
Was it just a single
Like
parent?
together? No, together.
Oh. Well, I don't like that. Yeah.
You don't like, she don't like shit. She don't like that. She don't like nothing about you. Hey, listen.
Wait. Stop the cap. Hold up, man. We about to call them people. We about to call them people on her because, hold up, where the people at? Hold up. Yo, she need to stop the cap on this one, okay? So here it is. I don't know what the hell she said. This is my third time watching. I have no clue. But I do know that she was alluding to she been through some stuff. There's a lot of these women who like, well, I done been through all this. Then why are you on a dating show and you still ain't took care of those problems? And she real fidgety. You notice that? Her leg, watch this shit. Just I'm gonna put it back up on the screen. Just watch her movements. You ain't even gotta listen to what she's saying, because you ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know. Just watch her movements. This shit is weird, man.
How would that be an argumentative mindset?
I don't
Like that mindset.
So what type of mindset are you looking for, though?
My personal
Somebody just to
mindset that
do
I
for you?
want. And that's another thing. I don't like that too. It's a personal like that. I don't like argumentative mindsets.
Why she kicking
either.
her leg and talking?
Okay. How would that be an argumentative mindset?
I don't know.
I just did a lot of work on life and
Okay, I
the
understand.
body and humans and everything else. And I just see, I did a lot of abusive relationships with narcissists, and I just don't like.
Are you comparing me to that, though?
So Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say. Exception. Shanti said too many lost in irresolution and implicability. Yep. She's speaking some foolishness. Absolutely, man. She doesn't want a man that wants her to work. She needs to go back to her dad's house then. Yeah, she tweaking. Bro, she keep kicking her leg up and I don't know. And she sound like she's slow. I don't know, man. They want chaos over peace. Yeah. Untranslatable. That's an NPC. Shit. I never thought about that. That's crazy. Her circuit board was malfunctioning. And then she tried to get her brother on what kind of family you was in. Because if he had said, I was only in a single mother household, she was going to drop him with that. Then he's in a 2-parent household and it's still not good enough. She didn't know what she wanted. I'm not even going to play the rest because it's not even worth our time. Sounds like she the one that furrow. She on that furrow. I can't with y'all. Okay. The next clip, because I'm done with this one. I'm just done, bro. Hold on, let me put myself up on the screen again. Y'all not gonna believe what's about to get said in this next one. Check this out. This is crazy.
Constantly chasing after money, constantly chasing after. He is not after a high value woman. Men who chase after money, trying to attract men or ego.
All right, fellas, it is now gay and DL to get your money up and worry about your bread. Set yourself up for the future. Can't do it no more. You just can't. Like, damn, can a nigga? I just want a twin turbo R8 and a house that I don't gotta worry about the mortgage on later in life. That's it. That's all I'm working so hard for now. I want a twin turbo R8 sitting in my 3-car garage with no bumper on that bitch. I want my kids to not have to worry about nothing.
That's right, gents. If you didn't know, all that going out, working hard, getting your money up, investing, saving, getting your credit together, building for the future, all of these things makes you suspect. That's right. That is right. You like men. Cause why would you be doing all this? You're trying to show off for these dudes. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all heard me say this. My real ones, y'all, the ones up in here, y'all heard me say when women talk like this, it's always the truth, and then there's the lie. Okay? She lied when she said that men actually aspiring to acquire things or to, hopefully do well for the future, that makes you, like men. Okay? But the truth was in there the whole time. She said that men do it for other men. And the truth is, that was in there is that, isn't that what we're seeing right now? Isn't it really women who are showing off for other women? If you watch for 17th, you watch Partners in Crime, you've watched several episodes of Partners in Crime. You know, one of the themes that P and I have talked about is that everything is switched now. Women are now acting like the men that they used to complain about, is which I always say. But we say it's flipped. They have gotten to the point that they are acting like men. Where we used to acquire things to show status, right? Because we want to gain respect from other men. But women isn't out here trying to gain the respect of other women. They kind of operate like a beehive. They're trying to be the queen bee. They show off to actually make other women jealous and feel some type of way. And then they sometimes use that jealousy and envy to control the women who don't got it. The truth is, with women acting more masculine, showing more masculinity, them trying to acquire all this shit and show off all this shit. And I might have to use this video for another idea that I had from what I saw, but I have a clip of a young lady saying, women always calling men suspect Good. Hey, they do it because they're projecting. Oh, they are projecting. The truth and the lie is all in that statement because we haven't changed. We know the reason why we acquire things. We acquire things to get respect from our peers. We acquire things to not only take care of our family, right? But to get the respect of our family, to get the respect of the people in our neighborhoods, to feel that self-respect inside. That's why we do it. They, on the other hand, they didn't give themselves away. Chaos said they can't be this dumb. They most certainly can. Absolutely a fact. Just like the narcissist statement, it's them, not us. Exactly. Apparently, everything we do is an ick. Skinny cracked corn and shrimp Alfredo don't care. Oh, man. She sounds like a crack baby. That's funny. Oh, man. All right. We're not done. We are not done. Let me set up the next clip. Now, this next clip is a compilation. I actually had to put it in the editor so that it fit better on screen. So I'm going to play this for you all. Check this out. It's going to be about a couple of minutes, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me.
I want stuff. I want stuff. I'm not here to play. I want stuff. Buy me stuff. Chicago Hottie left her nigga. Said, I want stuff. Buy me stuff.
So because celebrity left her today.
Just like that. Like, just start being real with these niggas. Like, don't cap to these niggas. Don't say you want a relationship. Don't say you want to be in love. Say, I want stuff. Give me stuff. Give me money.
And nowadays, you gotta have you 4 men lined up. One that's a trick, one that do whatever the fuck you say, one that you love, and one that love you. Another thing.
Hold up real quick. Let's go back to this one. Gents, y'all know I always say one of the biggest problems with dating relationship today is the simp, right? And I understand that some men got to, I hate to say it this way, but some men got a trick to get it. Well, I hear you. But don't be a simping trick. Listen, do y'all understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is we've always had to use certain things to get ourselves noticed. I don't even blame men for doing that, okay? Just don't be a simp. The whole point of tricking is that you get something out of it. As soon as you don't get nothing out of it, as soon as it becomes that, as soon as she's using you more than you're using her, then you go from tricking territory to simping territory. And that's a whole nother dimension. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to get too deep in that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I ain't telling no lies on that. All I'm saying is she's telling you the truth. There's no lies told here. Where do you fall in on that roster? Where do you fall in? Let's get back to it.
One that do whatever the fuck you say, one that you love, and one that love you. Another thing, cousin, I hate a bitch who don't have abortion money. Bitch, if you ain't got the money to kill the baby, bitch, you ain't got no money for the baby to live. No shade, no tea.
I'm not gonna fucking sit up here and lie like y'all, okay? I like men that send me money. It gives me more incentive to talk to you guys. If you're not sending me money, why are you still in my DMs? Wondering why I'm not responding.
I want to be polyamorous, but I want all the men I date to be 100% monogamous and only focused on me.
Let's go back to that one. That's interesting because P and I be having this same conversation. When P and I are talking about how women are doing the exact same thing that men do, and now the things that women used to complain about, now they're doing. It was the same conversation they had on that Manosphere Highlights Daily thing, right? But except on the Manosphere Highlight Daily, on that panel, they said that men are mad because now we're doing the things that they doing. They're mad that we're doing it better. What? This is not isolated to this particular woman. Modern women today, let me back this up. Women used to get mad and still get mad if you are a man that have more than one woman. They're mad about it, pissed off that how dare you? You're supposed to be just for me. They are mad about it, especially if you the dude that can do it. If you can pull multiple women, women are pissed about it. Those same women will be in the comments and women like this. Yes, they need to know. These women did not like it if you were a dude and you got multiple women. Hated it. You're a dog, you're a pig, you're everything in the book. But then something's wrong with you, gents. Something wrong with you. If you get mad because a woman has a bunch of men. Oh, she just doing her. She just living her best life. Don't bite my phrase, but she doing her. Men just mad. Why everybody trying to judge her? Yes, girl. I'm telling you, they want to be us so bad, but they're not us. And that's why it's not working out for them. That's why everything is collapsing, because they are trying to be us.
And only focused on me.
They say, oh, what are you bringing to the table? My pussy. That's what I'm bringing to the table.
She just said it. That's exactly what they expect. They're not trying to bring anything else. That's why I don't even ask them that shit anymore. Don't let them tell you what they bring. Let them show you. And if the only thing you getting is that, then what is she good for? You can go handle that yourself. You can go pay somebody. You can go pay somebody to get off on that and go about your business. You would have to deal with none of that back talk, none of the stupidness, none of the drama, the toxicity. You ain't got to deal with none of that. Go pay somebody to get your rocks off and then go about your business. Get you a big ass bowl of cereal and you call it a good night. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to be a big ass bowl of cereal after I'm done this live stream. Okay? So I'm gonna be a big ass bowl of cereal after this live stream. What we talking about?
Okay? Niggas be wondering why you mean to them and why you don't be listening to them, baby. You ain't got me no stuff.
More stuff.
You ain't got me no stuff. Stuff make me nice and stuff make me listen.
I was I was actually gonna cut that out. And then I said, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that in there. See what the gents say about that. That is crazy bad. That's some crazy batshit ass crazy things. But anyway, let's get back to it.
It's like niggas is not ashamed to be broke no more, and it's giving me the ick. I don't give a fuck nobody talking about any nigga that go to a lounge or a club and sit his bitch ass down and ask for a fucking hookah. Bitch ass nigga, you was a gay. You was a faggot. You was a gay.
For the love of God, do not date a cheap man. A man that is cheap with his money is cheap with his love, is cheap with the attention that he gives you, with the care that he gives you. He's cheap with his words, his actions, literally everything he exudes is cheap.
The first time a guy asked me on a date, I told him, take me shoe shopping. He laughed until he found out my shoe size is a 12. And children's. My shoes are actually cheaper than the average girl's. So if a man can't afford my petite shoe habit, then respectfully, he probably shouldn't be taking me on a date in the first place.
That's why men are not approaching. If y'all were wondering, that's why men are not approaching.
Woo, Jesus. D said, hell's that? It was a little woman, bro. Oh goodness. Let's catch these comments, man. I know. Let's catch some of these comments. They hate men so much, but trying their best to become one. Yep. Christopher, shout out to you. He said coping skills. Big time. Edward says, then she should get a job. Yeah. Yep. Look at her. She looks like she's high mileage. Oh, yeah. That one that was talking. I know. Cold out here. Shout out to you, man. Kevin Samuel's first cousin. Thanks, bro. Not a problem. Not a problem, bro. Shout out. Hey. I haven't got a chance to watch any Saints news other than the fact that we lost Brian Brzee probably for an ACL tear for the whole year. Damn it. Day one of practice, ACL tear. You got to be kidding me, man. Anyway. Who that? No simping and pimping. Pay for the cat, but nothing more. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly, man. If you might as well listen, if you just don't simp, man. Just don't simp. Jesus Christ. Of course, you drop a truth bombs, brother, homie. You know I always do, man. I appreciate you, Preston. Thank you so much. Yeah, these people are done. You can't save them. Edward says these females have these super high demands and requirements, but they all look like they're stuck in 2G and 3G mode. Not one of them were attractive. Not one. And what I always say, Edward, is a woman could be pretty when you first see her, and she could open her mouth and drop that shit all the way down. It's happened to me multiple times. I've seen women, I was like, oh, she's pretty. And then she talking, I'm like, oh. My shit went in and hid. My shit was like, yep, I am not attracted. And that's why dating is so damn cooked. I wouldn't be interested in dating. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. Like some of these women are like, yeah, I'm good. That doesn't have any value, not to a man with some sense. No. Nothing but stale taco molded burritos. Can't do it. It's too much drain energy and take everything what you worked hard for, not worth it. Yep, exactly. Oh, hell no. Talk about I know. Oh, F no. Ain't no way in 10 hells I'm waking up to taking a walking head trip. Exactly. For the love of God, don't date a cheap woman. Hell no. Photoshop. He said, bro, why do the majority of these clips consist of our sisters? Are our sisters this broken? The short answer is yes. But it's not, let me rephrase that. I want to be clear about something. Photoshop photos. Dell. I want to be clear about something, Dell. That I don't hate women. I want y'all to know that. I don't. Actually, I have throughout my day, I don't really have a problem with women. Like, there's moments I can see this stuff when I go out, but honestly, most of the time, I think this is a problem, and it's not unique to North America, and it's definitely not unique to America. What's happening is we're starting to see some of these same thoughts and behaviors in westernized countries, okay? Because they have social media in these other countries, but the women still act a certain way. Now, we could sit here and try to equate that to how much they make and this, that, and the third, but the point is, this is a huge world. And so even if you look at the video I did on Korea, look what's going on in Korea. It's the exact same thing that's happening here. So this isn't exclusive to our women, and it isn't exclusive to, a particular type of woman. This is happening throughout Western society. And so here, I don't want you to hate women. If you come away with that from this channel, then you missed the point. The point is I'm showing you the behaviors because the behaviors give you power. The behaviors make sure that you don't be guy number 5 on the damn list here. Hold up. Where's she at? Nope, went too far. Went too far. Right here. You don't want to become number 5 on the list because you're desperate for one of these girls. And I don't, for any of y'all that's watching, I don't believe none of y'all are because y'all watch this channel. Y'all know better. But I'm just saying in general, you know, you don't want to be on this type of roster because you misread this person. We tell women all the time that they don't vet men properly. They don't evaluate men properly. So they end up with the wrong type of men. But I was actually partially wrong on that. The reason why they vet men properly is because they haven't healed. They are attracting and going after what they are. So it is our job to vet so that we attract people that are more like us. Now, ultimately, because of how jacked up this shit is, it's getting harder and harder to vet and find the right one. But again, we have to continue to be ready for if she does come along, right? Because as the lady in red said a couple weeks ago, or a week or so ago, she was like, I'm coming into your world. So I have to be already prepared to come into your world and to add to it, not to take away from it. And so that's why we talk about these things, so that we're ready. As me and Pete talked about on Partners in Crime, we are the ones who got to set the standard going forward. And if we're not willing to do that, then maybe we should step off and sit on the sideline until we are. Right? Because that's our responsibility as men, is to be leaders. So I know you are not selectively picking videos of our sisters, just saying. Oh, no, man. Honestly, you know what's crazy? The algorithm is funny. The algorithm, because I'll be looking for, I'll go through sometimes, and part of my job is to kind of look through and see what's going on out there, right? But also there's things that are like, oh, that's interesting. And then as soon as you start like downloading and looking at those types of videos, the algorithm is going to send you videos. So I don't have control over necessarily what I get, but I can tell you that I don't discriminate either. Because look at the title of this video. The title of tonight's live stream is, Do Modern Women Fight Men on Everything? I didn't put any type of race. I said modern women. Because I do that it's a bigger problem than just our women. This is a modern Western problem, period. Okay? Any females call you her? May as well be a plantation owner. White woman, master, want bees. Damn it. Oh, my God. All right, I can't keep up with all of y'all. Can't keep up with all of them, but why pay for the car when you get the milk free? I've been there, met 2 different chicks, canceled both the day I met them. Their mouths are reckless. Facts. P sleeve always gonna sell. So simping goes well. Today they pimp themselves. Yep. That's a good point. King, shout out to you, man. He said they wanted equality. They wanted equality. Who hurt you? MSW said, not all, but most of them. Yeah, that's kind of, it's getting crazy, man. I'm going to say this. When I went home, when I went back to New Orleans, right? Can't see the thing back there, but when I went back to New Orleans, one of the things, it was actually nice, man. Like, everybody was cool. Now, when I say everybody was cool, obviously I wasn't in a dating setting. I was in a, hey, I'm in my class reunion setting and I'm in a New Orleans restaurant having a meal setting. So I never really came across anything that kind of gave me any type of high alert. But I will say that I did get a chance to walk down Bourbon Street once or twice. And yeah, it's this was out there. Okay. Everything you saw in this video was walking out on Bourbon Street. Just wanted you to know. And they was ratchet as all hell. And at that point, I knew it was time to go. I knew I'd stayed too long. They all wrecked. No, the answer is 100%. Yes, our sisters are broken. I was talking about African-American women. Oh, D said all women. Yes, yes. All right, I'm going to catch a couple more and then we're going to move on. The Jizz Baskets chose this. They brought this on themselves, so let them deal with it. God damn, Preston. A major contingent are broken. We can't, I'm assuming saying we can't keep paying the cost for this loss. Problem, want to be white, want to be the boss. Woohoo. You went deep on that one. I don't think y'all need to go read that one again. We are paying for what our women have become. Exactly. Hi, Tolliver. He said, even these little tattoo broads out here are dry begging. Facts. If anything, you don't bet on false hope with fake poker chips and expect to win a fixed game where the house always wins. These broads want corporate level dating results while dating ninjas in the hood. Make it make sense. It don't make sense, King. King and I talk about this stuff we talk about this all the time, man. All right. It's funny that Dell brought up a good point. I want to show something, Dell. Here we go. This next video I dedicate to Dell. Check this out.
That I've dated are intimidated by my strong will. I don't feel that way. It's been known. Clearly, I'm not with them, but I'm happier by myself.
We had a lot of women on this couch.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of conversations with women.
Yeah.
And the women that keep trying to convince the world that they're strong and a man can't handle them, you're just unpleasant. You're not good to be around. You don't make for a good partner. Right. You're trying to disguise it behind, I'm just a strong woman. That's why he can know. You're just unpleasant and nobody wants to be in a relationship. You don't know how to make a successful relationship last. You think the relationship is all about you, yourself.
You know what they call that? A bitch.
Those type of women are unteachable. They don't know how to compromise. They always have an opinion about something. They aren't adjustable. They are not nice. Being strong-willed is just another scapegoat for women to avoid accountability. Real men are not intimidated by strong-willed women because intimidation would include some sort of fear. What's actually happening is cost-benefit analysis. And don't think, oh, she's so strong, I need that. They'll say, is the interaction with her peaceful or draining? Does she add ease or friction to my life? Do I feel respected or challenged? If the emotional cost is high and the return is low, the smart decision would be to disengage from that situation. Resistance is the issue at the end of the day. Women feel like they're giving up this and giving up that to be with a man. When you got a good man, you are gaining everything. It's going to reduce your burden. If it feels like a loss, you weren't looking for a man, you were looking for someone you can control. These men are not intimidated by strong women. They're opting out of relationships where the cost outweighs the benefit. Think about that.
Let me say this. I want to just pick one thing and we'll move on. So we only got a few clips. I'm not going to hold y'all forever tonight since I started late. But I remember after my car accident, I've told this story before, but my mom and my uncle both, they didn't talk to each other, but after my bad car accident, they both had a similar message. And they knew that I had spiraled down to the point that I had got myself into this car accident. And they both had the same message. And their message was, no more broke bees, is what they said. Y'all know what beep, right? That. And the reason why they had that same message is because they realized that I was going to continue going through the stuff with some of the type of women that we saw tonight. Not that Not that I dated the type of woman we had tonight, but mentality-wise, sure, kinda. A broken woman, okay? And they realize that if I continue to date broken women, that it's only a matter of time before, they've completely ruined me or I allow them to ruin me. I'll say it that way, okay? And since that point in time, the people I've dated all had something going on for themselves, some type of something with them. My uncle tried to tell me that when you date a woman that has her shit together, he said it's going to be different. I tried to ask him, well, what do you mean different how? He said, I can't explain it to you. You're just going to have to go through it. And he's absolutely correct. Like, you're not going through the same drama, believe it or not. We see these women that have a bunch of stuff. Oh, I got this and I got that and I got this, right? If that woman acts like that, you're not going to find her anyway. You're not going to talk to her anyway. But when you talk to women that have stuff, they have something to lose too. When you talk to broke women or women with a broke mentality, they don't have shit to lose. They act like they got it. And maybe they got a couple dudes tricking it off to them. But a lot of these women are capped, because if all of them had it going on like that, then the numbers would say differently, wouldn't it? The numbers would say that women make more than men, right? The numbers would say that they make more than us, but that's not what the data says. It's not to say that women aren't doing better. They are, but not all women are doing it better. And the whole conversation between those women who are doing better and that's a completely different conversation. The point is, when you up your game on the type of woman that you're talking to, just like you feel like you got something to lose, she has something to lose. And it doesn't become this 50-50 thing. It comes about like, how do we look to build together? And that's the easiest way I can sum up when you talk to women that have shit to lose, that got something going on, and you got something going on. She's more likely to respect your time because her time is valuable. She's more likely to respect what you have because she got shit. Unless she's selfish, and that's your job to vet her or vet women like that. So don't get it twisted. These women can sit on this couch all day long and talk about how independent they are, but they have a poor mindset. Okay? They have the mindset of someone who is poor, because poor people put all of their mind, time, resources into things that don't matter. A wealth mindset thinks about the future. A lot of the modern women we see today don't think about that shit at all. They're living in the now. They are living in the now. All right? Let me catch a couple of these comments, and this is my point exactly. Well played, TSG. Raise the bar. Yep. Somebody sat me down and said, when you consider women, is she an asset or a liability? Absolutely. We talked about that multiple times on this channel. He wasn't just talking about money. Is she emotionally an emotional liability? Absolutely. Absolutely. All of this goes into the vetting process. And this is kind of all of the stuff that I had to change, even at my detriment. When I say my detriment, it makes it harder to find women, but it also weeds out those women out of your life. Because the women that I used to talk to, those mentalities, those mindsets, they don't want nothing to do with me now. And guess what? I'm okay. Now they don't want me. It's a good. It means I changed. It means I got better. It means I raised my standard. I raised the bar. That the broken, toxic ass women look at me and they say, yeah. I mean, I had one woman tell me, she was like, you kind of got your shit together. It was intimidating. And that's okay. I was okay with that. And you have to be too. All right. Many of us tried and try to save our women because we love them and understand the conditions. Absolutely. Yep. It's up to them to clean up their own mess with our permission. Absolutely, Donald. I appreciate that statement. King, instead of being good, decent women and taking care of their responsibilities, women will spend their whole existence trying to look like they got it like that while acting the total opposite. Absolutely. My uncle sat me down. Okay. Yeah. Having a good uncle around, man, they'll set you straight. All right. You all have been around long enough. Thank you so much. We have 4 more clips left. One is going to spark some conversation. But now, since y'all been here long enough and we've been gone long enough, these next 2 clips are going to kind of go back to back for me. So I want to know y'all thoughts on it.
And when y'all ask me, Kira, what you doing in the gym? I'm in the gym to cave the next nigga chest in, dog. I'm not here to work on weight loss or physique, bitch. I'm here purely for strength training. I'm trying to pick a nigga up by his waist and slam him on his back.
I read that one wrong. She's talking about graping. She is talking about doing a Shannon Sharp, trying to Shannon Sharp you and put you on your back with your ashy ass heels up in the air, man. What the hell is going on? Why would she even make this video? This is crazy. Oh my God. All right. So check that. Now check this one.
Why you text her? Why the fuck you text her? Why did you text her? Answer my question and you could go. Why did you text her? 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 I'm finna show all your hoes this, bitch. Show her, look. This what happens when you cheat on your girl.
All right, man. First of all, this right here is completely unacceptable. Okay? Photo said this is to your point. The first girl was a baddie. She looks great, but notice toxicity and rage come out of her mouth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I thought she was pretty too. And then now she's talking about, but go there. I just want to, anyway. Yes. That's why I put this shit in here. In the other ones, you know, we in the last video we did, we talked about like we saw women trying to buck up to men. This dude right here, like, I'm gonna tell y'all the first thing that came to my mind, and it's going to be something we're going to talk about in a future video. You know what I saw when I saw this young man on the floor or crying? Ain't it like a little boy getting whipped by his mama? And then I started thinking about kind of what me and P been talking about. Like me and P had a conversation about this. And we talked about how girls are being raised differently than the boys. And then I think we spent some time talking about like how we started talking about like a particular situation that he was telling me about where you have these mothers. I'm not talking about the ones who mean well and doing the best they can. I'm talking about women who are enabling their children to be failures. And it's happening way too often. The reason why I started this live stream late is because P and I had this conversation today where You have a woman out there struggling, working 2, 3, 4 jobs, trying to maintain that household. And she got grown ass kids. She got kids that are old enough to go get jobs, but all they doing is sitting on the game. And she don't tell them nothing. She got her pregnant daughter, not her daughter and her man, and their 4 kids living in the house. But her daughter don't work, and her man is lazy. He don't work. These situations are happening, and this is what it's producing. I don't know this situation, but when I see this situation, what I see is you got one of these dudes who's shacked up with one of these women. And the reason why he crying and taking this kind of shit is because you got these young men who ain't got nowhere other place to go. These homosexuals. And so these women are laying hands on these men because they can. And then something else dawned on me. Women complained that men took advantage of women and abused them because the women had no money and they had nowhere to go. And they talked about this on Manosphere Highlights Daily, right? They talked about all of this. Oh, men used to have money, used to be making all the money, so they controlled us and they held us back, and then they did bad things to us. Ain't that what's happening? Ain't that what's happening, what I've showed you in my other videos, where you got these dudes getting hands laid on them by women? Even if you go back to the last woman who said, I'm going to go to the gym and do strength training so I can put a dude on his back. I get what she's talking about, but let's think about that. I watched a video with female weightlifters versus little people weightlifters, midget weightlifters. And it was like a test to see, like, would the women be stronger than the midgets? Believe it or not, them little people could lift. They can lift. Their strength was sort of on par on certain things with the women. So imagine a grown-ass man. Not to say, they even showed, it was another video clip I seen a long time ago, but it was like these weightlifting women versus average dudes. Don't get me wrong, the women were strong, but even the weightlifting women weren't stronger than average dudes of the same height and weight, or average, right? So to have a society that women work so hard to fight for the ability not to just get knocked upside the head any which way, yet they choose men that knock them upside the head, and they choose men that they can put their hands on. That's a problem. This shit is sick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all could have did anything with the most freest, educated, smartest, most decision-making women in all of human history. And y'all choose to act just like the men who y'all got freedom from. You choose to be you choose the double standard, because now that you're in power, you're like, nah, we're going to do it now because we can. See, that tells me that further proves how the effing movement was a damn lie, and it hurt our community. So when you talk about, when I get asked the question about, are our women substitute? Absolutely. Whenever you start spitting that narrative, you're fighting someone else's cause. And that's the truth. That cause was never for us because we used to be together. Don't let them lie to you and tell you the fucking color purple was the way it was. Matter of fact, where's my clip folder at? I plan to bring something out for y'all another time, but let me see if I can find it. Right here. Don't let them fucking lie to y'all about the way we were.
Sitting in the morning sun.
Yeah. It's got music. Let me pause this for a second. All right. Man, we used to dress up in suits and shit, put our Sunday best on, right? Man, we was dancing. We had a good time. We were creating things. Man, it's crazy. People used to get in their Sunday best, but nobody looked like they was about to go sell it out on the street. Now you go into church nowadays and Sunday best could have been club night. So it's just kind of crazy to me how we've fallen for the okie doke. I got to be careful because normally in the past, when you unmute this, the volume doesn't come back with it. So y'all gonna have to let me know, can y'all hear this? Yeah, with the dude. Yep. Shout out to you, One Development, A1 Developments. Exactly, being abused by his mama. Yes. A1 Developments. This story that I've been building and talking about the aggressiveness and the all of these 2 videos, us talking tonight, the last video, we're moving toward that, where I'm going to show you. I might even use this clip as a reference. This right here. This is a little boy.
Why you text her?
Y'all hear this? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear it.
Why did you text her? Answer my question and you could go. You was about to record her hitting me, bro. Why did you?
There's no way he had a dad in the house. You can't tell me he had a dad in the house. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. Yep. I thought, Preston, thank you, brother. Yep, I thought the same thing. He was crying because this triggered what his strong, combative mom did to him, and he could not fight back against her. Yes. So when I make that video, I'm probably going to reference this clip to say, hey, y'all remember we talked about this? Y'all know how I set my videos up. But I have a bunch of clips, and it's going to, man, we have so many videos I have to make, but I decided to kind of hold back on doing those yet. We'll finish out this week, and then next week we'll start the new month, and we'll start getting into more of this topic about the detriment of those behaviors on our kids. We'll start the new month off going down that route. So I've been taking the subjects and we've been building upon them, okay? So let's get back to this, though. All right, we're going to switch gears real quick. I'm not going to keep y'all for much longer. We've already been here an hour and a half.
How many times she got to hit you?
Okay, now I want to clarify something here. I got to put my position out because the internet is a weird place, okay? I do not feel like a man should put his hands on a woman. Okay, do you hear me what I'm saying? I don't believe that. But I'm also in the belief that as a man, you have a right to defend yourself. And I don't care who the hell it is, okay? I also believe that if you gonna raise your hand to somebody, expect they're gonna smack the shit out of you. See, we as men understand this inherently. I'm not gonna start nothing with you or you with me without realizing there could be violence and or death associated with us getting into a confrontation or beef. Men know that. Men understand that. Matter of fact, they even highlighted it in the show The Boondocks, called the ninja moments. And if you know what I mean, when the two brothers walking on the street, one stepped on one's shoes and it was like, hey, motherfucker, blah, 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 right? And they had a ninja moment. It can happen like that. You can lose your life like that. Hell, people lose their lives on the streets out here because maybe you had you honked at somebody the wrong way because they did something, and then they follow you all the way to your house or all the way to your place of work, right? So we understand the inherent danger of putting our hands on people. Yet these women today think they can do it without consequence. Now, another of the conversations that I had with P before getting on here tonight, and the reason why we was late, because one of the conversations was about a family member that he had that almost got him shot off on saying, hey, right? If he want to tell y'all that story on Partners in Crime one day, that's fine. But what I'm gonna tell you is, off some drama from a family member, P almost got shot. It could have lost his life. He had the gun pointed at him, all for going behind trying to help out a family member. Fast forward, this family member is still into the same type of drama. Almost got herself murked. So I say all this to say, and I'm gonna catch the super chat here in a second. I say all this to say that we as men understand how dangerous this is, whether we use it for aggression or we use it for protection. We understand what this means, okay? Modern women today who are lifting up their hands and putting it on men wonder why these dudes snap. Instigating a man to one day he just snaps and pops. And then you got to hear like, oh, see, y'all just unaliving us and blah, blah, blah. And like, nobody tells the story of how like the dude was provoked the whole goddamn time. How you betrayed that man's trust, how you used him. That's not a story that gets told. So I want to put that out there. Because if we're talking about equality, equal rights, I mean equal lefts. Oh, shit. All right. 92 Dolo, shout out to you for the $2 holiday. They worship Cardi B. That's why they fight men. It's a good point, man. P and I talk about this too, man. Again, make sure y'all go over to Partners in Crime Podcast right after watching this. All right. We just put out a new video. The shit is fire. Hey, Preston, if you still here, tell them the video's fire. 17th, tell them about the latest video. It's fire, man. Go over to Partners in Crime, subscribe, help us grow that channel up, okay? Let me get you down on the banner, and we're going to watch this video real quick. This video is some crazy work, bro. It is some crazy work. Man, I appreciate this, man. I appreciate anything that y'all can do to help out. Again, thank you so much for y'all being gents and helping out this channel, supporting this channel so we can have these type of conversations, even if it's just good fun and tongue in cheek, man. We just having fun. We having barbershop talk right now. All right. A1 Development said, this is happening in our community every day with these overwhelming mothers, aka strong, independent women. Yep, exactly. And we're going to talk about that here soon. Lord Zed, shout out to you again for being here. Thank you so much. They want to put their hands on a man, and as soon as they hit him back, they want to call the police. Absolutely. Hell, I don't know if I have the clips for it, but we should probably talk about that too, but before we end this week off. So if I have some clips for it, y'all might see a different type of video, but it's an excellent point. A fight with a man could mean life or death. Shada, exactly. That's exactly what we understand. We know that we walk out that door every day, that could be it. Me and P, again, the reason why I'm late tonight, because of P, but P and I had a talk. And one of the things I told him about, I said, man, there was a dude who was in Walmart. He was watching. He was with his family, his wife and his son, and he was watching this woman get into an altercation with her man, where the dude was putting hands on her. So he steps in to stop it. The dude pulls out his gun, pops him. He falls to the ground. So the wife is now over this dude, begging for this dude to spare his life. And that dude put another, boom, just took him out right in front of his kid and his wife, all over some woman who was getting into it with her man at Walmart. Not even knowing if she instigated it, not knowing or not understanding why she dealing with a dude like this, not understanding that he should he have not mind his business? We got too many of these stories, bro. Too many of these stories. All right, let's get to this last couple videos.
How many times she gotta hit you for you to hit her back? One. You hit me, I'ma slap the shit at you.
You disrespect me, Lord Jesus, look out.
One. Yeah. I ain't talking about no text message. I'm talking about physically hitting your ass.
That bitch hit me hard enough. I want on my mom. She going down.
One of the girls right now slapped you. What would you do?
I'm going to uppercut her.
You're gonna fight a woman?
If she hits me, yes. If you can hit a man, you can get hit like a man.
Concussion.
We arguing like we heated. You ain't shit one. Fire. The police gonna pull up. Police got pull up.
I'm calling police. I'm calling police.
On everything I love, you going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail.
They got music to that one. Oh man, my dude lip is messed up.
What about you?
Oh, mom, we going at it. We going.
How many times?
Right there.
See on some real shit playing shit. Which one?
Real.
Oh, we going at it on the first hit. What you mean?
I might mush her, but if she just keep going there, I'm gonna just throw her ass in the air. I'm gonna let her fall. That back hurt more than anything, goddamn. I don't beat women, but if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Message.
Oh shit. Hey, listen. I need y'all to understand something, okay? I played that for comedy purposes, not for y'all to go in and be cocking some woman that hits you, okay? If a woman hits you, end it. If a woman put her hands on you and you stay around for her to do it again another time, it's already too late because you already told her it's okay. She needs to know that there's consequences to it. That needs to be an early conversation. You put your hands on me, I'm leaving. If you trying to seriously hurt me, I'm going to protect myself. Boom. That's all you need to say. And then you got to stand on it. We men, you stand on it. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Okay? They want to play these games. They want to do these tests. I just wanted to see if he loved me. Well, you're about to be by yourself now. Shit. You want to put your hands on folk. I love marriage overseas. I don't blame you, brother. This is exactly why I'm single. I hear you. Let's talk about the solutions to the topic. You know what? We'll end off the live stream with that. And exactly why men have stopped protecting women. Yep. Last video. Now, this is meant to be funny, okay? This is the last video, and then we'll talk about it at the end, and we'll get up out of here, okay? We're doing good on time tonight. I like that.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Would you punch me in the face for $3 million? Jesus Christ.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Bro, yes. I would punch your face for free.
Would you punch me in the face? I haven't even finished my question.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
I'll knock your mama ass out for $1 billion.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh God, I swear, oh God, I will.
Would you hit me for $1 billion?
Oh God, please wake up. Please wake up.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Hard as hell.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
You gonna eat that hoe. $1 billion, I'm gonna smudge your ass.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Nah.
Are you just saying no because it's on camera? Yeah.
Babe, would you rather have me or $1 billion?
Oh, fuck. I'm taking that billion all fucking day.
Would you punch me for $3 million?
I'll punch the shit out you for $1 million. What, you said $3 million?
Would you punch me for $3 million?
I'll fuck you up in front of your dad.
Would you punch me for $3 million?
Hell yeah, nigga, rock 'em, sock 'em.
What? Would you hit me for $1 billion?
$1 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd hit you. Straight up.
You'd have trouble getting me off of him for $1 billion. I would hit you with a snow shovel in front of your mom. I don't even care if I have to pay taxes on it.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 million?
I would 1,000% pay $1 million to punch you in the face.
Would you do it?
Yes. No hesitation.
Yeah, 100%. I'll knock the head off. For $1 billion,
Yeah.
we'll get you a new head.
Would you punch me in the face?
What are you nodding for? I wasn't done talking. Why are you answering already?
I would knock you the fuck out for $1 billion. Hell yeah. I'd knock you all the way to motherfucking Harry Potter land.
$1 billion with a B?
Yes, $1 billion.
Yeah, no questions asked.
Hey. For $1 billion, I'm going to send you to that upper room with Jesus. You know what they talk about that upper room, nigga? That upper room? Yeah. I'll knock you out and send you up there first. The upper room. I'll bust up in your funeral talking about the upper room. I would tell her to start running. Yeah. Oh, I hear you. Yeah. It's real. Yeah. Love it. I'll see you to the moon for a Billy. Oh man. Y'all are too funny, man. A meal ticket? Twice. Toxic land seek fertile grounds. Oh man. Hey, stupid people ask these questions, but don't be shocked when you get the answer you don't want, an intelligent answer. Hell yeah. Look, we can fix your face for $1 billion. We'll get you plastic surgery. We can fix that nose you have anywhere or something. We need to, we need to fix that jawline, Oh, maybe wire that mouth shut so we ain't got to hear all that. I'm going to punch you to the upper room. All right, listen, that was a joke. I thought it was funny, and I thought it went along with the conversation. It's funny how that ended up in my timeline. So I was like, let's download it, have a little fun ending to this. But one thing I want to say, gents, and so Adam actually brought up a good point earlier about the solutions for this. And that's the thing, right? The real solution to this is, well, if you're talking about the person you're with, then you should already know the type of person they are. Like this is part of the vetting process. Like how do they act when you're in a stressful situation? How do they behave when there's a situation in which they gotta take orders, or like they gotta rely on you to do what you do and not pester you. I had one of my good friends I grew up with. She was always kind of bossy, and I remember one time when she came through to visit, whatever, and I'm driving around, and driving here in Vegas is crazy because there used to be so much construction for the last years, right? It's been years. And so I missed an exit just because it was weird looking. And here it is, she was visiting and then kind of acting a certain way because she's used to being the boss where she live at. I'm like, hey, don't come with that shit up in here, okay? Missing the exit ain't a big deal because it actually got me closer to where I wanted to be, right? Me taking the exit that I missed was I just want to get off the freeway. So I just use that as an example just to say that, You got to know who you're dealing with. And the other thing is, too, we have to, in the past, men have been weak over women. Men have basically abdicated their, sometimes we get so into a woman that we, especially when we're younger, you know, you like her so much and everything, you got these butterflies. And I had to warn my son about that this summer too. I was like, man, look, you the man, you know what I mean? You a pretty boy. So they shouldn't be telling you shit. You need to steer that thing in the right direction. But the point I'm trying to say is we can't abdicate our responsibility to do what we got to do. And any woman who won't support you on that maybe ain't the woman for you, because it shows that she doesn't fully trust, or she's trying to control you when she should be, you know, if you know what you're doing and you've proven you know what you're doing, she should listen. She should at least respect you enough to let you do what you got to do. And if she doesn't, you're in the wrong shit. And so when it comes to a woman putting her hands upon you or somebody, that's a one-time thing. Because that's like if she hits you, if you let her hit you once and you're like, oh, it was nothing, it was just a love tap, you allow her to cross that boundary. If you don't talk to her and set her straight or leave, I'm not gonna say necessarily leave, but I'm saying that you need to let her know, hey, what you doing? And you got to let her know if that shit happen again, I'm out. Or just, I'm out. I'm done. The big thing now is that if you can't tell from the videos that we showed today, a lot of these modern women today have no respect for men. So that's something you have to identify in the beginning. You have to be willing to move and walk on that. We got to stand on business. As men, we are about our word and our deeds. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. And that's the way you solve that shit. Nip it in the bud in the beginning. You know? Nip it in the bud in the beginning. All right. He said, have a bid line and chalk for $1 billion. Appreciate the show. Keep winning, brother. God bless. Hey, 92, thank you so much for the super chat tonight. I appreciate it. Adam says they should bring you peace even in hard times. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Spirit says Twitter paid it. Yes, that's the word, Twitter paid it. I forgot, man, I heard that in a long time. Yeah, so if you're Twitter paid it over a woman, sometimes you'll fall for what they tell you, but don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Matter of fact, speaking of not falling for the banana in the tailpipe, here we go.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
Been a while since I played that one. Sign me up for the $1 billion. That's right. All right, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Just so y'all know, down in the description of all my videos is the products that I use, like this Stanley Cup, like my ashwagandha. If y'all don't know about ashwagandha, I'm telling you, man, look it up. Look up what ashwagandha do. All the stuff I use personally is the stuff that I promote on this channel. Okay. Thank you all for the super chats tonight, for my sponsors. Right. So thank you to 92 Dolo. Thank you to Edward. Appreciate y'all very much. Also, thank you to any and everybody who continues to support this channel through any type of Cash App or Super Chat donations. Again, a lot of us content creators put in a lot of time and effort to try to bring you the best that we can. And again, some of us, you know, rely upon you guys. We do rely upon you guys, especially for your watching and your supporting of the videos. So I just want to thank y'all. Again, go over to the other channel. I'm going to put it in the comments real quick so y'all know. But Partners in Crime, go over to Partners in Crime right after this, right? And then watch the video that me and P just did. I don't know if podcast is at the end or not. But Partners in Crime. And then you guys will be able to see our latest video. I want to see a lot of y'all comments on that video when I go back over there, right? Anyway, y'all have a great night. Should have a video for y'all either today or tomorrow or Friday. And we'll start moving toward where the next chapter of what we're trying to talk about. And until next time, gents, live your best life.